All right. If you guys follow me over on Instagram, you will know that yesterday I was teasing a large new item that is coming into the lab. And as you just saw, I made sure to completely save it. I showed myself unwrapping every last part of it just to prove that I have not peaked. So as you can see from this box, we have the new Mahlkonig X54 in the studio, and I am very excited to get into this. You guys know I don't do a lot of unboxings, but I think that this is an important one to do a very first impressions of. Because Mahlkonig is a brand that I've seen, at least forever, in cafes right next to the La Marzocco machines, and I've always dreamed about having one at home. And as I got to learn a bit more about coffee, I realized that would be not necessarily the best thing to have a full-sized commercial grinder in a home setting. But now they have made one that is intended for home use. So I think this is a very exciting moment, and we're gonna open this together. So I can't wait for this. And there we have it, a box inside a box. Let's do this one piece at a time. There is the base. Ooh, that feels good. I don't know why, and I don't know if it was just because I haven't done enough reading on this before opening it, but I'm kind of glad I left this a secret. This whole body is metal. That feels absolutely great, as well as these really, really thick portafilter holders. This is gonna be good. This next part is the one that I might be the most, I don't want to say concerned about, but interested about. Mahlkonig's kind of known for these big, sweeping, high-capacity hoppers. This is a hopper-fed grinder. It is not a single dosing grinder, but here it is. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. That is relatively compact. There's a way to align this. That connection felt really good as well. I'm very happy to see, I mean, I expected nothing less from a brand like this, but I'm very happy to see that the quality appears to have carried over, at least on a very superficial level that we're seeing right now in this unboxing. Inside here, I spoiled this surprise for myself already. I think most people are aware. That's a bit odd. Most people are aware this comes with a dosing cup, which feels nice. It's nice and thick, actually. We're gonna put that on here because I don't have the dosing cup attachment in. I believe that's what's right here. All right, and that's the dosing cup positioning device. Let's get this box out of the way. The first thing that kind of struck me as a little bit odd is this top. It actually sits on and has a concave in it. It kind of sits on top like a crown. I know Mahlkonig's thing is the crown, the king of grinders. A bit odd looking. I think that has the potential to collect dust like absolute crazy. But, wow. I want to turn this to face me just real quick here. That is a solid and good looking grinder. I'm glad I did this on camera. These are my genuine reactions. I am thoroughly impressed by this. One thing that I did want to do, I'm going to move these to the side for a split second, as I was talking about the hopper right off the bat, was compare the height of this to the Sette 270. So I do have that right here. Let's see. Okay. The Mahlkonig is actually taller in stature than the Sette 270. Let's see how that actually plays out in a real world use case, but that is surprising to me. Where the lid actually starts is just about where this top lid stops on the Sette. So definitely a taller machine there. To give you guys an idea of that total height, we are just under 17 or 16 3/4 inches. Okay, I've got a couple specs. Let's run over these real quick. Obviously there are 54mm burrs in here, hence the name, the X54. Those are spinning at 1000 RPM. Okay, within this digital screen on the front, which you can't see right now because it's not plugged in. I'll get it plugged in a second, but there are going to be 4 programmable time-based settings. And then on the side here, something that I know was causing a bit of controversy is a stepless, yes, it is stepless grind adjustment. It has stepped markings, but it is in fact stepless on the spec sheet. Okay, let me get this plugged in for a sec because there's a couple other things that I want to just go over in this little quick unboxing. We are now powered on, and there is the digital display coming to life. Very cool. Okay, so I can see the 4 custom settings. Okay, so as I scroll between these, you can see that it's at 6 seconds, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, and 10 seconds. So those are the pre-programmed ones there. Let's turn this down to 6 seconds. Ooh, okay. It's quite quiet sounding. It does have a higher pitched whine to it. I don't know if you're gonna notice that when there are beans in it. So that's the sound of the Mahlkonig. I have the niche behind us on the bar here. Let's turn that on for a sec. You can see this one, the niche is far more of a rumble. The Mahlkonig is spinning actually at 3 times the speed. So the Mahlkonig is spinning at 1,000 RPM. The niche is spinning at 330. So that's part of what you're hearing there, once again. Definitely far higher. Slower. The niche has 64 millimeter conical burrs. This has 54 millimeter flat burrs. So I'm very curious to see which one is going to grind faster. This one's obviously spinning much faster, but larger burrs on the niche. I would probably bet my money on the Mahlkonig, but that's definitely something that we're going to test. Let me switch out the portafilter holder, which again, is just really thick metal. It's super nice. And we put in the dosing cup spacer. Oopsies. That is what allows you to use this dosing cup very cleanly and not make a mess. It's going to hold it in the proper location. But something I'm immediately noticing, and I don't know if this has been pointing out, it probably has been pointed out, this does not look like 58 millimeters. And that is just such an odd choice. I'm flabbergasted by that. The Niche Zero obviously has its kind of signature 58 millimeter dosing cup, which is fantastic. It's nothing special, but there is one that I think has become a little iconic for it. But I am just shocked that Mahlkonig would make a dosing cup, but not at least make it 58 millimeters. It is very awkwardly slightly oversized. I'm trying to think of reasons why. It's a very nice dosing cup. I just can't think of why they would do that. Okay, back to the portafilter holder. Let me just get a portafilter to hold while we steal the one off the Ranchilio here. Slide that in, okay. Very good. And I want to grind some beans. We have to grind some beans. I'm going to grind some beans on here. I'll grind a couple on the niche as well, just to see what that volume comparison is like. It's obviously completely unseasoned, never before been used. We're going to have to break in the Mahlkonig. Let's throw some beans in there. Let's throw some beans in the niche, just for fun. And again, do a second sound comparison. Okay, here we go. The first grind on the Mahlkonig X54. So as I thought, I'm at a very coarse grind setting. As I thought, that high-pitched whine kind of goes away as you start grinding. You don't really notice it at all. That is nice and quiet though. Okay, as opposed to the niche over here, I'm gonna try and stand the same distance. I don't know, I can't really tell. I'm almost leaning in the direction that the Mahlkonig is quieter. I'm not ready to make that determination quite yet. The niche is definitely more of a low rumble. This is definitely more of a higher RPM, higher pitch noise, but that really high pitch noise when it was running empty has gone away. So that's not a concern. I made a mess there. Like I said, I'm grinding very coarse, way too coarse for espresso. But But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up this unboxing. I am even more excited than I was when I decided to save this for an unboxing. This looks like an absolutely killer home grinder. So there will for sure be a full review obviously coming on the X54 once I find that I've really wrapped my head around the quality and the operation of this grinder. So make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss that. If you liked this style of unboxing, this more casual style video, let me know down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.